What's up guys, Danny Greco here. Hey, you might have just seen recently my monthly posts I made on the greater Seattle housing market, and I think it's appropriate to kind of do a reminder, a little refresher video here, just talking about how real estate statistics are generally always behind what's happening at this moment right now, in time right now. So keep in mind, the last video I did was based on the April 2021 market. Now this is the month of May when I'm filming these videos. So we're talking about the month prior when these homes sold and can be recorded. Now keep in mind, those homes that sold in April were likely put in contract in March. So I'm talking about April stats in May, but it's almost as if that what I'm speaking of is more reflective of the March market, or at the time that these homes went into contract, more than at this exact time when you're seeing this video. So I think that's important to know, because the housing market, it doesn't turn on a dime. I mean, like analogies I've heard from financial people are, stock markets are like jet skis or speedboats that can kind of turn really quickly day to day. Housing markets, those are like cruise ships that you got to wind that thing up, and it slowly will start to kind of turn direction. And so even though I'm in the month of May and I'm talking about the April housing market, and we're mentioning record-setting numbers over here and record-setting numbers over here, that's not necessarily reflective of what's going on right now. And I bring that up because I think that we are starting to see, now this is all anecdotally, but I think we're starting to see the first signs of the market starting to soften. This is all anecdotal, I get that, but we're starting to see listings that have offer review dates that come and pass with no offers. That's one positive sign if you're a buyer, right? Now this is still very few and far between, but I am seeing more of that. I am seeing more homes come on, although not at the rate I would expect or that I would feel favorable or comfortable with as a buyer, but we should start seeing more homes hit the market too. I've heard an agent from my office mention that his photographer who takes his listing photos mentioned they're 4 weeks booked out. They've never been more booked before, so perhaps that's indicative that there's a lot of listings coming on in the next month or so. I don't know. I can also tell you from my experience, I made 5 or 7 offers in the last week or two, and I think there was only one house where the offers exceeded 5 in quantity. So only one time was there more than 5 offers on any of those houses. Whereas a month, 6 weeks ago, it was almost like 12 to 15 plus offers on every house. So it was a little refreshing to be 1 of 2 offers, 1 of 3 offers, 1 of 5 offers, whatever it was. Of course I lost them all, but that doesn't matter. We're seeing more and more, we're seeing less and less competition, although you're still gonna have those ones that just go crazy, and I get that, but I'm hoping and I'm starting to see that this is the first signs of softening taking place, and I hope that things will start to get easier for buyers in the upcoming months. But keep in mind, when I do these updates, it's not to fearmonger or just scare everybody on the market. Don't get me wrong, some of these numbers are very impressive or intimidating, but they're not necessarily reflective of what's going on in the market at this exact moment, which is why it's always important to stay in tune with your broker, or if you're out in the field, you're making offers as a buyer yourself, you're probably experiencing this firsthand. But we'll just see what the next couple months bring us. I think it's going to be really, really interesting to see what the next 30 to 90 days have. So take care.